Bud Dupree, 20 mil on the cap number, dead cap 10.
Yep.
So they'd save $10 million by cutting him.
Now, granted, he wasn't a part of the initial start of releases with the new GM down in Tennessee. When you talk about Taylor Lewan, Robert Woods, and Randy Bullock being released, he wasn't a part of that group. But when you talk about the money that they could potentially save by making this move, they're looking at potentially saving 10 mil, and they only have about 12 mil in estimated cap space available to them. We'll see how far they go with this. In terms of Bud, though, man, first off, man, y'all know Bud, my dog. That's my brother. Like, love Bud, man. Big B's. You already know what time it is. But in terms of him to here, like you talk about, man, I thought you hit it perfectly with where is he at right now. When I watch him on tape, can he still play at a high level? Yes. But at the same time, in Tennessee, man, he has been banged up. Remember when he left, he was hurt. He left with the torn ACL, man, and then obviously signed down here in Tennessee. Started the season off down there on the PUP list, if I remember correctly, and then played the end of that season, played the that following season after that, but he's just been banged up. He hasn't been really healthy. Even watching some of the games from him last year, you could see him out there, and it's like I still see the burst. I still see the get off, the power. He still plays with great excitement. They flip him right side, left side, stuff like that. Everything that we know he's capable of while he was here, I think he's still capable of doing. But we're not going to pay him like that when you have Alex Highsmith already here, because both of those guys are dope players. And I think when you pair either one of them next to TJ, man, they're going to all go off. But it's Highsmith time right now. You know what I mean? Because he it's his time. Like, Bud had this opportunity. Bud did the 5-year deal, and then ultimately from there he went in, broke the bank to go to Tennessee. That's what he was supposed to do, though. This time around for Highsmith, he might not get a 5 for 85. But I think he's going to get compensated really nicely here because of what he brings to the table, him being homegrown, and the consistency with that. Not an injury history with this dude. Not any off-field stuff. Nothing really negative to say about him. In terms of who's the better athlete, Bud's the better athlete. I think Highsmith's the better player right now, though. And that's just, kind of how I feel about it. Now, if you're talking to them two dudes, they're going to always say they're the better player because that's what you're supposed to do. That's why I love them both, man. Shout out to both of them dudes. But to me, I think, man, if Bud come in and be the third guy, number one, I think it is great for the Steelers, but low-key, I think it's great for Bud.
I think so, too.
Because now it takes that pressure off of him while he's trying to get back healthy, because he still wasn't healthy at the end of last season. He still missed, like, the final 2 to 3 games. But it's like this would give him a chance to ease back into this thing, get some situations where you're set up to succeed, like we did with Melvin early on. Remember, it wasn't, hey, Melvin, why don't you play 100 snaps? Nah, give me 30 to 40. Give me 30 snaps here. And we can see the impact. We can see the productivity, how fresh he looked. We had a 3-headed monster.
He looked good.
Come
TJ
on,
and
bro.
Highsmith, they all look good.
Come on, bro. So when I think of Bud with TJ and Highsmith as a rotation, I'm like, bro, this is crazy. And Bud's already been a part of rotations. Bud was not all the way rotating down there, but he's to that stage where he knows I don't have to play all these snaps. I can come off the field. It's all right. To me, I think it would be a great scenario. But once again, when you're talking that money, it's hard for Bud to say, I'm going to come here to Pittsburgh for 5. For
5 would
7.
probably be
You know
it.
what I mean? I'm going to come here for 5 or 7 when we know teams pay pass rushers. That's just what they do. Might go find a starving team that's willing to give you 9.
Yeah,
You
all
know what I
depends
mean?
on the market. Because based off his production
Yeah.
in Tennessee, I could see it being like a prove-it deal no matter where he goes.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, it might just be the best to come back to Pittsburgh.
You see what I'm saying? But it's like the big thing is going to be, all right, is your 1 year prove it in Pittsburgh for 5? It is this 1 year over here for 7? Or do you got a 1 for 9? Or is somebody
How many
willing to
snaps
give you,
you get
you know
in
what I'm
those
saying?
other places?
Yeah.
You're going to be the full-time
Who are
starter.
you playing next to over there? What's your situation? How good is that defense? All those things are what I think of with Bud right now. But, of course, like I said, man, I love it back.
I think it'd be awesome.
love it
I
back.
think it makes
I would
sense for
love it
both
back.
sides.
I would love it.
I really do.
Because his stock is kind of down right now, man. He took the big deal, but it never got a chance to really materialize. The health, I thought, to me, the health played a big part of it. When I watch him, man, it's just like, yo, I knew, yo, you're hurt. Cool. But when you get paid like that, you can't get hurt. That's the problem. How we looked at TJ. It was like, TJ, bro, all right. Hey, man, this is cool, but nah, we need this because we see the missing productivity right here. We see the hole that is created when you're not on this field. For Bud, that's what he got a chance to experience. He never had to experience that before. Come back to Pittsburgh, you ain't got to deal with that, man. But you're going to get paid a lot less, though.
What I compared it to is Bud could be like your 6th man.
Mm-hmm.
Just let him come in and cook.
Seriously. Bro, Bud,
You
when you
keep
come in, bro,
TJ
you're going to do what you
Highsmith
want to
fresh.
do. You got the green light. Yeah.
They'll only probably be better because of it, because
Yeah.
instead of playing 85 to 90% of snaps, maybe they get more to like 75.
Yeah.
You could probably even do some shit where you get all three of them out there, have Bud do some of that. Didn't we see him do some of that rover stuff before?
He was the rover here. He was the move guy here. Then we started to have TJ do it. But Bud was the original guy doing that, man. Absolutely. Before it was Jarvis too, yeah. But no, Bud, that was his thing. But it's like all three of those guys are capable of that. Like that would be a sexier, upgraded option than when we had them two with Melvin Ingram. Like this is a better play. This is the better move.
And I would guess better personal fit because Bud
100%.
has been here in Pittsburgh already.
And Bud and TJ
you know what you're
already
getting
have,
into.
Bud and TJ already have a vibe. They already got a relationship. It's dope. When you talk about Bud coming back to Pittsburgh, it's already gonna be a dope relationship. Remember, he didn't leave on bad terms.
No.
It was just we know we're paying TJ. We can't pay you what you're gonna deserve. So that's why you got to go out there to get that. It was never a hard feeling. It wasn't like we forced you out. It wasn't like we chose him over you. Like when we talked about Hargrave and Tuitt, where it was like, no, we literally said Tuitt over Hargrave. This wasn't the same scenario.
Especially with him playing really good his last two seasons, too. And
but we just knew what TJ
potential.
was, but he was still balling. Yeah. So it's like, man, that can still work. But once again, you're not going to pay that and greenlight that over Highsmith right now. That's the one where I'm just like, if he's not cool with that, then I don't see how it's going to work.
Well, I looked up as to why they haven't cut him either just yet. There's some type of kicker in his contract. They just physically can't.
League?
Yeah, it's
New
March
league year?
15th they can.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But it makes sense for them to do it.
Yeah.
They already made all these other moves. So why wouldn't it be Bud Dupree?
Yeah, because he's the next up, and especially when you talk about their cap situation, they need more. Now, how far of a rebuild are they going? Let's see what happens with Tannehill next. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
true, too.
Yeah, because it's like, are they going to hit the hard reset? Because if they do, well, they're going to clear up a lot more of that, but Bud would definitely be probably the next one up once in terms of the formalities of, like you talked about, the March 15th thing. Yeah.